The world spins faster and faster, a blur of deadlines, traffic jams, and breaking news alerts. It feels like we're all caught in a never-ending storm. But even in the fiercest storm, there's a stillness at the center, a place of quiet strength. The ancient Greeks called it Stoicism. For them, it wasn't about suppressing emotions but mastering them, turning obstacles into fuel for growth. And you don't need a toga or a scroll to learn their secrets. In this video, we'll journey through 5 powerful Stoic practices that can help you navigate the chaos of modern life with unshakable resilience. Let's begin. Imagine this. You're stuck in traffic, your phone's about to die, and you're already late for that crucial meeting. Frustration boils over, your grip tightens on the steering wheel. But what if I told you there's a way to find calm amidst the honking horns? A way to regain control even when it feels like everything is falling apart? The Stoic philosopher Epictetus offered a simple yet profound solution. Focus only on what you can control. He said, and I quote, "There is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will." It's easy to get swept away by the things we can't change. But true power lies in recognizing what falls under our control and what doesn't, and in that recognition we find liberation. Here's a practical exercise. When stress rears its head, grab a pen and paper. Draw a line down the middle. On one side, write what I can control. On the other, what I can't. Now, here's the liberating part. Look at the things you can't control. The traffic jam, the weather, other people's actions, and cross that entire column out. You see, our minds tend to fixate on problems we can't solve. It's like trying to push a river uphill. It gets us nowhere. This exercise helps us break free from that futile cycle. By focusing solely on what we can control, our reactions, our choices, our mindset, we reclaim our power and find peace even in the midst of chaos. We humans, we're a funny bunch. We spend countless hours worrying about things that might never happen. It's like mentally rehearsing for a disaster that may never come. But what if we could turn that anxiety on its head? What if we could use it to build resilience instead of letting it cripple us? The Stoics had a practice for that. They called it Premeditatio Malorum, which loosely translates to the premeditation of evils. Sounds intense, right? But it's really about mentally preparing for the worst-case scenario. Because when we stare our fears in the face, we often realize they're not as scary as we imagined. Here's how it works. Every morning, take a few moments to ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen today? Don't shy away from the uncomfortable possibilities. Let your mind explore the what-ifs. Imagine it vividly. Your big presentation crashes and burns. You spill coffee all over yourself right before a job interview. You completely forget your lines during a play. Now ask yourself, could I survive it? And the answer, my friend, is always yes. You've survived everything life has thrown at you so far. This practice isn't about dwelling on negativity. It's about developing a calm awareness of the impermanence of things. By mentally preparing for setbacks, we disarm them of their power to paralyze us. We become adaptable, resilient, ready for anything. Life, much like the journey of the bamboo tree, is a tapestry woven with both exhilarating highs and formidable challenges. These resilient plants, with their flexible yet strong stalks, navigate a world of wind and storms, facing the harshest conditions on Earth. Their existence is a testament to resilience and adaptability. Just as these resilient trees withstand brutal storms and sway with the wind to ensure their survival, so too must we face our own trials with unwavering courage. The bamboo's flexibility is not just a physical trait but a metaphor for the adaptability required in our own lives. The Stoics, those ancient philosophers of resilience, taught a powerful concept, Amor Fati, or love your fate. This philosophy encourages us to embrace everything that happens, to see every event as a necessary part of our journey. This isn't about passive acceptance, but a radical embrace of all that life throws our way, the good, the bad, and everything in between. It's about finding joy and meaning in every experience, no matter how challenging, for it's in these very obstacles, these seemingly insurmountable hurdles, that we discover our true strength. Each challenge is an opportunity to grow, to push our limits, and to become more than we ever thought possible. Imagine the bamboo tree, standing alone in a fierce storm, alone and vulnerable, It must rely on its flexibility and inner strength to survive. Does it surrender to the storm? No. It bends, adapts to the ever-changing conditions, drawing on an inner reservoir of resilience honed over millennia. This is a powerful reminder of the importance of perseverance and hope. When life throws a curveball, when we encounter setbacks and disappointments, we must remember the bamboo. We must choose to see these challenges not as roadblocks, but as opportunities for growth, for adaptation, for the forging of an unbreakable spirit. We must choose to see these challenges not as roadblocks, but as opportunities for growth, for adaptation, for the forging of an unbreakable spirit. Just as the phoenix rises from the ashes, we too can emerge stronger and more resilient from our trials. Nietzsche, another keen observer of the human condition, echoed this sentiment when he said, "That which does not kill us makes us stronger." His words remind us that adversity, while challenging, can be a powerful teacher. But how do we put this into practice? How do we take these profound words and apply them to our everyday lives? How do we transform adversity into advantage? How do we turn our setbacks into setups for future success? The Stoics offer a simple yet profound practice. When faced with a setback, utter these words, "Yes, this happened, and..." This practice encourages us to accept reality and then look beyond it. By acknowledging the reality of our situation, we free ourselves from the shackles of denial. We stop resisting what is and start embracing what could be. But it's the "and" that holds the true power. The "and" is where we find our strength and our potential, for it is in the "and" that we shift our perspective. We begin to see new possibilities and opportunities that were previously hidden. Yes, I lost my job. And now I have the opportunity to pursue my lifelong passion. This shift in perspective can open doors we never knew existed. Yes, my relationship ended. And now I can focus on healing and self-discovery. Each "and" becomes a new chapter in our lives. Each "and" becomes a stepping stone, a bridge from adversity to opportunity. It is a path that leads us forward even when the way seems unclear. We begin to see setbacks not as defeats, but as setups, as catalysts for growth and transformation. They become the fuel for our personal evolution. And in this space of radical acceptance, we discover a resilience that cannot be shaken, a strength that can weather any storm. This resilience becomes our guiding light, leading us through the darkest of times. Even emperors have bad days. Yes, even the great Marcus Aurelius. But instead of letting setbacks control him, he mastered them. His secret? A simple journal. Not for gossip or complaints, but for self-improvement. Every evening he'd reflect on his day, turning inwards to examine his actions and reactions. He'd ask himself 3 questions. What did I do well today? Where did I falter? How can I be better tomorrow? This wasn't about self-criticism, no. It was about taking ownership. It was about cultivating a mind that could weather any storm. Think of it as a nightly training session for your mind. Just 5 minutes to reflect and refine, to analyze your responses to the day's challenges. It's about progress, not perfection. It's about becoming the best version of yourself, one journal entry at a time. Now imagine yourself adopting this practice. Picture yourself at the end of a long day, pen in hand, honestly assessing your actions. Did you lose your temper? Did you let fear hold you back? Did you meet a challenge with courage and grace? Write it down. Acknowledge your strengths and weaknesses without judgment. This simple act of observation, of bringing these things to light, diminishes their power over you. It allows you to see them for what they are, opportunities for growth. Remember, the Stoics weren't interested in dwelling on the past. They focused on learning from it. So for every misstep, ask yourself, what can I do differently next time? How can I transform this experience into wisdom? That's the beauty of the Stoic Evening Journal. It transforms setbacks into setups. It allows you to rewrite your story, one lesson at a time. It's a simple tool, yet its impact on your resilience can be profound. Memento Mori, remember you must die. It might seem like a morbid thought at first, this awareness of our own mortality. But the Stoics saw it as a powerful tool for living. Because when we remember our time is finite, it allows us to prioritize what truly matters. Imagine yourself on your deathbed. What regrets would you have? What would you wish you had spent more time doing, less time worrying about? These are the questions that Memento Mori forces us to confront. It allows us to see through the illusions that often consume us. The petty arguments, the insatiable desire for more, the fear of what others think, all fade away in the face of our own mortality. Now bring yourself back to the present moment. Look around you. What are you giving your energy to? Is it something that will matter in the grand scheme of things, or is it something you can let go of? Something that is simply stealing your precious time and attention? Memento Mori is a call to action. It's a reminder that we don't have forever to pursue our dreams, to mend broken relationships, to make a difference in the world. It's a nudge to live with a sense of urgency and purpose. So the next time you find yourself caught in the throes of worry or frustration, ask yourself, will this matter on my deathbed? If the answer is no, then let it go. Release its grip on your mind and heart. Instead, focus your energy on what truly matters. Spend time with loved ones, pursue your passions, and live a life that is aligned with your values. Embrace the precious gift of life in all its messy and magnificent glory. Here's how you can apply these tips in your day. Alarm fails, work blows up, your best friend cancels on you. How do you survive? It feels like everything is going wrong and the chaos is overwhelming. First, Dichotomy of Control. Focus on what you can fix. This principle teaches us to distinguish between what is within our control and what is not. Can't fix the alarm? Fine. Accept it and move on. Focus on the coffee, on that important first email. Direct your energy towards what you can influence. Second, Premeditatio. What's the absolute worst that could happen? I'll adapt. This mental exercise prepares you for potential challenges. Flat tire making you late? It's frustrating, but not the end of the world. Maybe this is a chance to listen to that new audiobook whilst you wait for it to be fixed. Turn the inconvenience into an opportunity. Third, Amor Fati. Yes, today's chaos, and it's making me stronger, more adaptable. Embrace the chaos as a part of life. That evening, remember your Stoic evening journal. Learn, grow, reflect on the day's events and your responses. Write down what you did well, even if it was just breathing through the stress. Acknowledge your small victories. Finally, Memento Mori. Tomorrow I'll focus on what truly matters. Remembering our mortality helps prioritize what's important. Did a flat tire really ruin your day, or was it just a minor setback? Or was it the perfect reminder to call your mom on the way home? Sometimes disruptions lead to meaningful moments. Stoicism isn't about being stone cold, it's about being free. Free from the turmoil of uncontrollable events. You can't control life, but you can always control how you respond. Your response is your power, your challenge. Pick one tip this week, implement it and observe the change. Comment below which one you picked. Share your journey with us. If you're ready to conquer chaos, hit subscribe. Join our community of resilient individuals. Next week, how Aristotle's golden mean can fix decision fatigue. Stay tuned for more wisdom. We'll post a nugget-filled video once a week. Until then, Amor Fati, friends. Embrace your fate with love.